Should you tap into your HELOC or break your mortgage and refinance? Honestly, this decision can cost you or save you tens of thousands of dollars. One thing I hear all the time is you should never use a HELOC for a down payment. That's kind of true, but it's also completely false depending on the situation. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly when a HELOC makes sense, when it doesn't, and how to think about this if you're buying, renovating, or investing in real estate here in Montreal. Before I go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to Le Studio Canes located in the South Shore of Montreal. If you're looking to record a podcast or any short form video, please hit them up. You can reach them at lestudiocanes.ca. Robin Flynn is absolutely amazing to work with. You're going to have the best time. Now, I'm LJ Aguinaga here with LJ Realties. I've helped hundreds of clients across the Greater Montreal Area, from condos to plexes to renovations and long-term buy and holds. The thing that separates a good decision from a bad one isn't just how much you pay, it's when you pay it and how the cash flow works. First, some quick definitions to make sure we're on the same page here. A HELOC, or home equity line of credit, is a revolving credit with interest-only payments on a variable rate, usually prime plus a spread, and often part of a readvanceable mortgage like RBC's Home Line, Plan, TD's HELOC, or Scotia's STEP. A refinance, on the other hand, means you break your current mortgage, you replace it with a brand new one, you get a new rate and a new term, and you start paying a fully amortized monthly payment again. In Canada, when you refinance, you can borrow up to 80% of your property's value, not more. Because we're in Quebec, you'll also be working with a notary, not a lawyer. Many HELOCs are registered as collateral charges. This can make switching lenders in the future more expensive or more complicated, so you want to think through the structure before you sign anything. Here are the 5 big things to consider before choosing between a HELOC and a refi. First, your time horizon. Are you borrowing for a short-term bridge like a new purchase or reno, or are you restructuring long-term? Second, rate sensitivity and risk tolerance. Can you handle variable rate swings, or do you need fixed payments for peace of mind? Third, penalties to break. If you refinance, you will pay either 3 months interest or a big interest rate differential. Fourth, debt ratios. Lenders calculate your TDS with a notional HELOC payment, even if it's interest only. Fifth, tax deductibility. In Canada, if you use borrowed funds to earn income, like buying a rental, interest may be deductible. But it's not deductible if you're using it for a down payment on a principal residence. Scenario A, let's look at a move-up buyer who's thinking of selling in 2 to 3 years. Let's say your current home is worth $700,000 and you have a mortgage of $420,000 at 4.79% with 3 years left on it. You need $100,000 for the down payment on your next place. Option 1, use a HELOC. You borrow the $100,000 from your line of credit. You pay interest only at prime plus 0.5%, no penalty on the mortgage today, and you pay off the HELOC when you sell your home. Option 2, refinance to 80%. You pay a break penalty, let's say it's $9,000. You get a new mortgage, higher monthly payments. You lock in a new rate and term. What's the best option? Well, if you're selling soon and the penalty is high, the HELOC wins. If you're holding for a while and want predictability, the refi makes more sense. Let's move over to scenario B, an investor buying a duplex or triplex. Let's say they need $180,000 for the down payment, closing costs, and renos. Option 1, the HELOC. Use equity from your current property. The interest is potentially deductible. Keep your first mortgage if it's at a low rate. Option 2, refinance. One new mortgage at today's rate, no HELOC, no readvancableness. The best option in this case, if your cash flow supports it and you're organized for tax purposes, the HELOC gives you more flexibility and keeps your existing low-rate loan intact. Scenario C, renovation on your current home. If you're not moving, but you need $120,000 for renovations, option 1 would be the HELOC. Use the line of credit, pay the interest only during the work, and then convert it into fixed slices after once the work has been completed and you get the new appraisal. Option 2, refinance up front. Roll the renovation funds into a new mortgage, pay fixed monthly payments from day 1. The best option in this case? Well, if renovations will happen in stages and you want flexibility, the HELOC is great. If you want to structure and discipline, go with the refinance up front. Here's when never use a HELOC for a down payment is good advice. Avoid using it when you can't handle variable rate changes, or if you're already maxed out on your loan to value. Remember, the lender uses a high notional payment and you'll probably get declined. If you don't have a short-term plan to repay or refinance, this is not the option for you. Now, using a HELOC can be smart. Consider using it when you are bridging to a sale or future liquidity event. The funds are used for investments and are tax deductible. Or if you're holding on to a fantastic low-rate mortgage. You can also use it if you have a clear plan to repay and convert the balance in the near future. Here are a few Quebec practical tips. Readvanceables mean that as you pay down your mortgage, your HELOC limit grows. Discipline matters here. Collateral charges are great for flexibility and not great if you want to switch lenders later. Notary costs should be around $1,200 to $1,500 depending on the structure, and the lender's scrutiny that you will undergo will require you to prove that the down payment source, even if it's from your own HELOC. Here are some pro tips and red flags. Make sure you cap your total loan to value at 75% for peace of mind. Automate HELOC repayments to avoid never-ending debt. Don't rely on teaser rates. Prime can jump fast, hashtag 2022. Review break penalties before touching your current mortgage. And ensure you keep clean records for CRA if you're using borrowed money for rental investments. Before you decide, ask yourself, will I sell or refinance within the next 2 to 3 years? What's my real cost over time? Penalty plus payments versus HELOC interest. Does this structure help or hurt my approval? Do I have a plan to repay or convert the HELOC in the future? At the end of the day, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. The right move depends on your time horizon, your cash flow, and your risk tolerance. If you want help running your numbers or comparing lender options, book a 15-minute clarity call with me. The link's in the description. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.